same God. That's it.
Bro, if that's what you can choose.
This looks like you choose. You have your own God.
Yeah,
they have their own God. You don't have own God.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Separation, man.
That's cool.
So multi-God. That's what Roman used to do.
That's excellent. You understand?
Yeah, man, that's alright.
Teaching the Bible, man. He's getting emotional. You know, we're basically the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They're basically the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel mentioned in the Bible. Do you read the Bible?
I'm 50 men that they used to worship.
Do you believe in it?
I'm not like.
Well, you know, then really, I don't know. Where's your dad from, man?
My dad's Russian, but he's Jewish. I'm Jewish as well.
Well, I don't know. Well, I ain't really got much to say other than if you
I was just wondering what you guys were
I'll just say if you don't really believe in the Bible, then there's not much.
Yeah, we can't really debate on it.
Like,
I don't know too much about it, so I can't really say anything.
You know, if there's a thing is I bring up Bible verse, you won't believe that. Then it's like, you know, there ain't really nothing to be thinking of. Whatever, take it.
Yep. Okay. What do you do?
Good done. Yeah, I'm happy put 2 and 16. Because we're in a time where, you know, all these questions are going to be answered soon enough, man. We're at the end of this thing. You start verse 2, man, and jump down. We're at the end of this thing, man. And at the end of this, everyone's going to know who the true power and who the true, where the glory belongs, man. Every tongue shall confess and every knee shall bow, man. Like it tells you in the book of Philippians, man. You know, and they're going to confess Yahweh Shai is Lord and the Heavenly Father is the Almighty. You know, that's what's going to happen, man. You know, because all this confusion that's going on the earth now, you know, that needs to be destroyed, man, and it will be.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
So all these prophecies that we're talking about, they're all visions, man. They're all predictions of what's going to foretell in the last days. The Lord gave the inspiration to certain men, you know, common men, you know, that He raised up in the spirit to receive the understanding, man. Because the Lord's not about the outward appearance. He ain't looking for the accolades of the people that's accoladed in the world, the smarty pants of the world, all that. You know, they use long words. They don't even understand the breakdown of. He's looking for the common men. Why? Because the Lord says He looks to the meek. He said that the meek shall inherit the earth. The humble, man. The contrite in spirit, the brokenhearted. That's who this word's for. And it's only pertaining to Israelites, man, not no other nation. The saints.
It says that he may run that readeth it.
Yeah, people are going to run when they read it. Why? Because these are scary warnings, man. The Lord said He's going to destroy America, man, aka Babylon the Great. So people are supposed to run when they read it, meaning they're supposed to take this word seriously, man. You got people out here taking it for a joke. You had a woman come up here, she was all upset because her white privilege is being diminished, man. The image of Caesar Borgia has been tarnished and it's been ridiculed and it's about to get shut down by nuclear fire, man. She's upset because they're losing their white privilege, man.
That's right.
That's why she's really upset. She ain't really upset about no damn image. It's the fact that her white Jesus is being, that other white meat, that red turd, is being torn down, man, by the truth. That the Lord don't look like no leprous dog. He looks like an Israelite of the tribe of Judah, which is a dark-skinned man. You know, and the rest of the tribes are variations of brown, man. You know, from a light brown to a dark brown. And that's just a simple fact.
Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
So we're in no appointed time. We're in a time of war. This ain't a time of peace and harmony. That comes after the war, man. You know?
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
It proves we're in the end. We're in the last days of Esau's rulership, which we was talking about earlier, at the end of his world, the end of his age.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come.
Yeah, the brother was talking about, the time span. Everything works in that power of Yahweh's hand, man, because He ruleth in the kingdom of men. So when He gives the appointed time for this kingdom to be destroyed, it will be destroyed. Not a minute or a second later. You know, that's how it goes down, by the Lord's time, not our time. You know,
because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
That's right.
This is Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes Lord Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, power are upon the sinful kingdom.
Right, and the sinful kingdom today, in ancient time, that was talking about Israel, but now it's talking about Esau's kingdom. Babylon the Great, aka America, aka modern day Egypt, Nineveh, all them ancient kingdoms that ruled in wickedness, man. That's America in a nutshell, man. All combined into one conglomerate of wickedness, man. You know, that needs to be destroyed, God.
And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
So the Lord said he's going to destroy it, not we're going to destroy it. The Lord said he's going to destroy it. Just like he destroyed ancient Egypt with them damn Hamites in the bottom of the Red Sea. Just like he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, and other neighboring cities, 5 cities, and every other kingdom that the Lord said he was going to destroy. It's going to come to pass, man. There's nothing no one can do to stop it. You know, who's going to abide in that day? So you get Revelation 6 and 16, we'll pick up.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai.
Why did he say he's not going to destroy Jacob? Because that's the lot of his inheritance. He made covenants with our ancient forefathers. That's why they're called the fathers of the promise, Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, man. Because he made actual covenants and promises, agreements with them that we was going to inherit the earth forever, man. An everlasting kingdom. That's what the brothers was going into that topic earlier on. Going on. So let's go back to 16, verse 2, 16.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory.
Yeah, going back to the so-called white man. He's filled with shame for glory. Why? Because he came into power through wickedness, man. Through the bludgeon of the sword, through thievery, robbery. You know, the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and to destroy. That's how he got his glory, man. That was his blessing of the sword. And the only way he was going to rule was by doing wickedness, man. That's why it talks about the whoredoms of witchcraft in Nahum, the 3rd chapter. That's his blessing, man. The left-hand side of the Lord,
Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
He's going to drink of slavery, man. He's got to drink what he's sown in this earth. He's going to reap what he's sown, man. And he's going to drink the dregs of that cup, meaning he's going to drink the harsh and the bitterness of that slavery, man. What he did to us is nothing compared to what he's going to go through in the kingdom. Because we're going to be made immortals on the earth as well. Read that last verse again.
It says, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yeah, the foreskin is the lies that he's covered on the earth, man. The veil of lies that he's put on the earth, of this image, man. This is just one of the veil of lies that he's put on this earth, man. This needs to be cast down. The foreskin's been revealed that the Lord don't look like this damn leprous dog right here. This is blasphemy according to the Holy Spirit. That's why we're so, we're so defensive against this. Because we're supposed to be. The Lord's offended about this, man. That's why the Heavenly Father's offended. He's coming back to put a foot in Esau's ass for doing shit like this, man. This is blasphemy, man. Woman going off her head, why we are so upset about having an image, a white image. It's crazy, man.
It says, the cup of the Lord Yahweh, right hand, shall be turned unto thee.
Yeah, judgment, man. Hardcore judgment, man. Going up.
And shameful spewing that shall be on thy glory.
Yeah, shameful spewing, man. All the fucking wickedness you've done on the earth from your inception, man. Yep. From the Renaissance period, man, up until now. The second leg of your Roman Empire. That's a shameful spewing. And that's why you're trying to get rid of slavery in the history books and trying to hide the fact that you're the devil on the planet, man. That you're not to be trusted, man. You know, you're the master of disaster, man. You know. Destroyer of worlds. Even your own Edomites come out with that, man. Said that he was the destroyer of worlds, man. He didn't say that for no reason. He meant it, man. Because that's his spirit. They come in the spirit of Satan, man. Go on.
This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Yeah, shame's gonna cover you devils, man. You ain't gonna escape. No matter how much the Rothschilds trying to so-called disrupt prophecy, man. Trying to hide, and trying to, put their little mechanisms in place to try and stop the word of the Lord from happening. That shit ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, man. You can kill all the men of the Lord. You're still gonna get judged, man. You're getting to that stage now because spiritually this world's fucking you up. So now you're going to have to start getting carnal, man, because that's your spirit anyway. And you're going to try and put hands on the Lord, but that's when that intervention is going to come, man. The Heavenly Father is going to intervene and he's going to endow certain men with spiritual power and give his men a way to escape. Have them angels locked around them, man. And then your asses are going to get fucked up.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
You're going to be cut off forever. The scripture says you're going to disappear like a dream, man. You're going to fade away like a damn nightmare, man. Because that's what we're living in right now. The American nightmare, man. The Babylonian nightmare. That's what we're living in right now, man. And we need to be revived out of this wicked ass society, man. Once and for all.
Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Yeah, Esau knows his time's running short. We've got that doomsday clock and all that. They call this month the month of doom and gloom for the stock markets and all that. They just fall 1,000 points the other day on the 10th, and the 10/10 2018, Lord Rothschild said there was supposed to be a new currency coming into play. So that's why they did that to the market the other day, man. It's all trial and error for this new world order, because they're going to introduce ultimately the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. That new monetary system, man. That's what they want to push. We're in that time, man. It shows you that we're in the last days, because the Lord said when these devils do that, that's when they're going to go down, man. When they force their hand and make that shit mandatory, the chip mandatory around the 4 winds, that's when they're going to go down lightning fast, man. The Lord said he's going to destroy America within an hour. So it ain't going to take long.
Job 14 and verse 5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Yeah, you can't pass the bounds of what the Lord set up for you. You've had a great long time to rule, from the Greek Empire, then the first pagan Roman Empire, then you went down for 1,000 years, and then you had the Holy Roman Empire ruled by Jakes, and then you came back into power through the second leg, of the Roman Empire that we're living in now, man. Currently known as Babylon the Great, America, man. You're at the end of your system right now. You've heaped treasures for the last days, and that's it. Revelation 6 and 16.
Revelation chapter 6 and verse 16, and said to the mountains and rocks, verse 14, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it was rolled together.
Yeah, what's that talking about? The mushroom cloud, man. Because that's what America's going to look like. It's going to look like a lake of fire with a big dust of mushroom clouds all over that gaff, man. And nothing but a nuclear, it's going to be nothing but a nuclear holocaust, man. Nuclear winds and all that.
And every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
Yeah. The scripture says the earth will to and fro like a drunken, man. That's how much devastation and destruction is going to take hold of America and the whole earth. Going on.
And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
Yeah, so these global elites, they're the only ones that's going to escape the nuclear destruction. They're going to go into their little retreats, mountain retreats or whatever, their little underwater retreats to their bunkers underground, and they're going to be covered, man, from that nuclear destruction. But that's not the end of their journey. That's not their final destination. They got to go through hardcore slavery, man. That's when the angels are going to show themselves and chain their asses up. Finish that last verse,
And every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne.
Yeah, the Lord Yahweh Shai, he sits upon the throne. He's above all the principalities of the earth and in the heavens, man. He's the preeminent one, man. He's second in command under the Heavenly Father.
And from the wrath of the Lamb.
The wrath of the Lamb, man. The day of the Lord. The great day of the Lord, man. That ain't nothing to play with.
For the great day of his wrath is come. And who shall be able to stand?
Yeah, who's going to be able to stand in that day, man? You devils, all your little attempts to try and deter from the end prophecies and all that, of you being destroyed. The Lord said, who's going to be able to stand in that day, man? You ain't going to be able to stand. You're going to be destroyed, man.
Amos 9:2, though they dig into hell, hence shall my hand take them.
Yeah, when they dig into the earth, when the underground bunkers, the underground cities and all that, underwater cities, that ain't gonna stop, you know. That ain't gonna save you, man. At the end of the day, you're still gonna get hemmed up and put in chains.
Though they climb up to heaven,
Yeah.
hence will I bring them down.
Yeah, little space retreats and all that, Elysium and all that stuff, you know, going on.
And though they hid themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence.
Yeah, Carmel represents the mountain retreats, you know, going on.
And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them.
There you go, man. Even Leviathan's gonna get a piece of the arse. No escape. Go on.
This is Isaiah chapter 13:6. How ye for the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Why is it talking about everyone's heart shall melt? Because of that nuclear fire, man. That judgment that's going to rain upon the earth. Isaiah 13, start from the second or third verse. That nuclear fire is coming, man. It's the, you know, at the end of the day, that's the what's it, Jeremiah 50, I think it's like 26. One of them verses, man. It's the inventions of destruction from the Most High, man. I'm not wording it right, but if the brother can get the precept.
Is it 31?
13.
13, so
Yeah, start from verse 2. Jeremiah 15, 26. Inventions of the Most High. The weapons of his indignation. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 50:25. The Lord have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
Yeah, that's talking about those nuclear missiles, man. Because the Lord said he's going to be in that fire. The Lord himself is a consuming fire, man. You know, going up.
For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts.
Yeah, ultimately, this is all the judgment of the Heavenly Father. So everyone's in the mishap, trying to understand, oh, why is this happening? Or why is this place getting, you know, all these mishaps in the world right now, like you had in Florida, getting hit with Hurricane Michael. People screaming, scratching their head, saying, why? Ultimately, it's because it's the judgment of the Heavenly Father, man. And those are just, you know, tremors, man. That ain't even the real destruction that's going to hit America, man. Ultimately, it's going to be them nuclear missiles, man.
For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
Yeah, the Chaldeans represent the witches and warlocks that reign in America, man, in Babylon, man. And that's run by Esau, man. Esau's the top witch and warlock on the earth right now. You get a name 3 and them, you know, the whoredoms and all that. You know what it is.
It says, come against her from the uttermost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps and destroy her utterly.
And what's the uttermost represent? Russia, man. The uttermost part represents the other nations, mainly Russia, the Medes, and all these allies that are going to strike America down, man, with that nuclear fire. That's why the brother was talking about earlier, that all these smaller nations, Syria, Turkey and all that, they're getting them S-400, S-300s in their armories, man. Why? Because they're going to use them against America and Israel, man. Ain't no misnomer. Ain't no coinky dink. You know, there's no coincidences in the scriptures. It's all prophecy, man. It's all chess, not checkers, man. It's all by design.
It says, cast her up as heaps and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left.
So America's never going to be humanly inhabited ever again. And that shows you that the two Babylons are two different kingdoms, man. Because you had ancient Babylon in modern day Iraq, which people are still living in that land today. They got all buildings, skyscrapers, all kinds of shit in that land, man. But that's talking about modern day America, because that's never going to be inhabited by a human soul ever again, man. It's going to be a memorial of wickedness and how not to rule, you know, and the judgment that you receive from the Heavenly Father, man.
Shall I start from the top or verse 3?
Yeah, verse 3 is the main point.
Alright. And there in 3 and verse 3, the horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses.
That's mean there's going to be a slain of the Lord is going to be many, man. There's going to be a lot of bodies dropping, man. A lot of blood spill.
They stumble upon their corpses because of the multitude of whoredoms of the well-favored harlot,
which represents America, man. World-favored harlot. There's that bitch that sits upon the beast, upon the waters, man. Talking about America. That's that well-favored harlot.
The mistress of witchcrafts.
Yeah, that's America, man. There's Esau through America, and you know these British bankers. That's where they formulated all that witchcraft that they got over there, man. That's where all that was all you know, inspired and all that, man. The Americas.
That selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft.
Yep. Is that it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Esau. You know, he's the king of witchcraft right now. But all that witchcraft, like it tells you in Isaiah 47, is not going to save him at the end of the day.